In Valheim, what we build becomes a part of our story. Ask any Viking about their base, and I promise you they'll have a tale to tell. During our last playthrough, my friend and I built this bridge not once, not twice, but 3 times. Each setback was more devastating than the last, and though we came so close to quitting, we didn't. Hi, I'm Klaus, and welcome to The Bridge. Now, I've been building in Valheim for years. Workshops, villages, castles, I've built them all. During that time, I've learned that what really makes a Valheim build special is the story behind it, and the builds with the best stories are built in survival. 4 years ago, 5 of us returned for the Mistlands update. By the time the adventure was over, only 2 of us were still playing. This is MarbleWry.
Hello. Sorry, the bird flew through a cloud on the way here.
We've been building together since Valheim launched into early access, and when the Mistlands update was announced, we promised to come back and build something big. The plan was simple. Step 1, kill Eikthyr. Step 2, find a wide river in the Meadows with a black forest nearby. The goal was to construct a stone bridge wide enough to span the river and tall enough to sail a longship under. We'd need to reach the swamp before we could build with iron and stone, but that didn't mean we couldn't get started. Step 3, prove we could do it. With Eikthyr defeated, we began to settle in. We built our homes, a storage shed, and got to work on a test bridge. Back then, we were still new to building and didn't know where the limits were yet. This simple wooden structure needed to prove that we could reach the height we wanted. It was pretty rustic, but we managed to pull it off. To test it, we borrowed a longship from my brother Charlie. He didn't mind. This was the first real hurdle, and there wasn't much room for error, so this was an exciting moment for us. The test worked. To celebrate, we geared up, cleared the Black Forest, and hunted down the Elder. Iron and the stonecutter were finally ours. We could now build the real bridge. But first, we needed materials, like literally all the stone we could find. While Marble put his pickaxe to work, I tried a less traditional approach to mining. We had a small stockpile for mining copper, but we couldn't leave a single stone unturned.
Step 4, build the bridge. I couldn't wait to get started. We'd spent days in the swamps gathering up the iron we need to begin construction, and now the last of it was almost ready. My idea was to build something higher and more ambitious than our test bridge. Thanks to our stockpile of iron, we could really push the limits. Finally, it was time to build the real bridge. So much had led to this moment. Now, brick by brick, the first tower began to come together. Each row raised it higher and higher, and soon it stood taller than the test bridge. Ironwood poles were run up the inside of the tower, then pushed out over the river. Combined with the support pillars, this was all the strength we needed to keep the bridge from collapsing. The tricky part was getting the supports lined up, especially while working from a carve, in the rain, with waves. I only focused on constructing the base structure and figured Klaus could work out what to build on top. I just hoped he didn't hate it.
I loved it. It was only half complete, but this was a solid start. And seeing it, this suddenly felt real, like we could actually do this. I needed to jump in, but didn't know where to begin. Often, when building in survival, you don't always have a clear plan. You just get building, then figure it out as you go. And that's exactly what we did. While Marble worked to complete the structure below, I created spaces above. As the week came to an end, we could hardly believe it, but the main structure was done. Things were going great, and we had no reason to think that would change. But Odin gives, and Odin takes. It was gone, almost entirely. I don't know what, but something happened to the computer our server was hosted on. And this moment, having built only a part of the first tower, was the only save recovered. Marble and I waited on the chance that maybe something could be done, but after several days it became clear that wouldn't happen. So we slowly started to build again. About another week or two passed. We just completed the stonework when it happened again. The server went offline, and once again, the only file recovered was this moment. If losing the bridge once was hard enough, losing it a second time broke us. The others who were also playing on the server left. Their bases became frozen in time, like a snapshot of how far they made it before the end. I really wasn't sure if we could come back again, and honestly, if we didn't, that would have been okay. But we just couldn't quit. At this point, winning or victory or beating the game, whatever you want to call it, had nothing to do with reaching the Mistlands and defeating the Queen. Finishing this bridge was our final battle, and we were not going to walk away. So for one last time, we took out our hammers and got to work. Wait, sorry, not hammers. I meant maces, because first we had a bone to pick with the swamp. See, this time around needed to be different. We had assurances that the server was stable and properly backed up, but that didn't exactly give us a lot of confidence. So instead of putting all our eggs into one basket again, we decided to do some catching up. We'd been so obsessed with building the bridge that we neglected almost everything else, and we desperately needed a new workshop and farm. I gotta say, as far as workshops go, this is still one of my best. Unfortunately, I'd burned through most of our stone, so with bone mass defeated, it was time we set sail for the mountains. As our journey continued, every step deeper into the 10th world brought us one step closer to finishing the bridge. Some of the materials we needed could be found in the Meadows, but there was so much more beyond. In the mountains, we mined stone, enough to build the bridge 100 times over. Delved into frost caverns for red jute. Tamed wolves for defense. Carefully carted silver down the mountain. We didn't intend to go on an adventure, but we certainly found ourselves on one. All the while, we were back to building the bridge. Not all materials required a trek though. With our homegrown tree farm, we could process lumber right in our own backyard. No need to clear cut a forest. The journey carried us farther than we ever expected. We crossed oceans, visited strange islands, wandered rolling plains only to get stuck in tar pits.
And ran from a giant skeleton that rained fire from the sky.
Every adventure brought something new back to the bridge, and thanks to the extra supplies, we were able to make changes we hadn't considered before. Marble was especially creative when he constructed a boardwalk along the river and tunnel beneath the first tower. This made unloading the boat so much easier. Before we knew it, the bridge was nearly complete and we found ourselves standing at the edge of the mist. By now, we were pretty well settled into a routine. Wake up, farm, cook, explore, craft, build, then call it a day. The bridge was mostly complete, but there was always work to do. I don't think we ever stopped fussing with it. I can't really describe how I felt the moment we put the bridge together for the last time. I mean, we never imagined making it this far after losing everything twice, and to be honest, it kind of crept up on us. Looking back though, and having rebuilt it for this video, I can't believe we did it. Four months had passed since we landed in the Meadows. The journey didn't go to plan, but it left us with one heck of a memory. What I love most about this build, though, is that it showed me what was possible in Valheim, that big things could be accomplished and that I could make them happen. After the bridge, I started building creatively, and I haven't stopped since. And that brings us to today.
So, what's next? We headed north?
Yeah, but the real question is, what are we gonna build? If you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, then check out my Patreon. The blueprints for the bridge and the workshop are available there now. I'm also partnering with Avatar of Ku to launch a Discord where we can share builds, stories, and inspiration. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the deep north.